Now we'll see concentration of solution. See, whenever a solution is formed, it contains solute and solvent. For example, salt solution is there. In salt solution, there are two things. One is salt and another one is water. Salt is a solute and water is a solvent, because water is solvent because water dissolves the salt. So the substance which dissolves the solute is called solvent. So salt is a solute and water is a solvent. Both combined they form a solution. To see the concentration of solution, how much its concentration, whenever a solution is formed, we will see its concentration. A solution contains 40 gram of common salt in 320 gram of water. See, concentration means when you add some solute in solvent, they form a solution. How much solute you have added, that is called concentration. So the concentration of solution depends on the solute. For example, in 1 beaker of water, you put 1 spoon of salt. In another beaker of water, you put 1 spatula of salt. Spatula means, in Kannada they will tell, sautu. In 1 beaker, in 1 beaker of water, you put 1 spoon of salt. In another beaker of water, you put 1 spatula of salt. So the second beaker of water, which is in which salt, 1 spatula of salt is put, that is having high concentration compared to first one. So concentration concept is like this. It depends on how much solute is added to the given solvent. That is concentration. So this is a problem. We'll see a solution contains 40 gram of common salt in 320 gram of water. Calculate the concentration. See, first you have to, simple it is. See how much salt solute is there. Here salt is solute. So mass of salt 40 gram. Mass of solvent, that is water, 320 gram. You must add both. Mass of solution is equal to, when you add these two, it will give mass of solution. So solute plus solvent, 40 plus 320, 360 gram you will get. This is mass of solution, 360. This is mass of solution. Now you have to convert, you have to calculate in percentage. How to calculate in percentage? There is a formula, like in maths, formula will be there, no? Here also a formula will be there. Mass percentage of solution is equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. Mass of solute, which is solute here, salt. So you must see how much gram is salt. So mass of salt is 40 gram. So 40 divided by mass of solution. Mass of solution you have calculated now, 360 into 100, because you are calculating in percentage. So into 100. That cancel, 0 cancel, 4 1s are 4 9s are 36. 100 by 9 you will get. Divide it, you will get 11.1 percentage. So mass percentage of solution is 11.1%. This is how you have to calculate mass percentage of solution. So this is the concept. This is about the concept of a concentration of solution. Understood? Next topic, Tyndall effect. See, there are two beakers. In first beaker you see copper sulfate solution beaker is there. In another beaker milk is filled, milk plus water. What are these two things? Copper sulfate solution is a homogeneous mixture, whereas milk plus water is a colloidal solution. It means what? In copper sulfate solution, the particles of solute are not visible with your eyes, whereas in milk and water the particles of course the particles are not visible, but they can scatter the light. See, in the first left side you see torch. A light is the light rays are falling through the torch. When you switch on the torch, the light rays fall on the beaker. First beaker, copper sulfate solution. The light rays, they pass through the beaker, but you cannot see the light rays inside the copper sulfate solution beaker. Why? Because it is a homogeneous solution. The particles of solute are not visible, so the light rays are not visible in the copper sulfate solution. Whereas in a colloidal solution, it is a heterogeneous mixture. In heterogeneous mixture, what happens? In colloidal solution, the light rays can be visible. See with your eyes. Inside the beaker I have written light ray. So the light rays are visible in the colloidal solution. So Tyndall effect means the scattering of light. The scattering of light by the colloidal solution is called Tyndall effect. Understood? Even in suspension also, when there is scattering of light, but it is not permanent. Why? Because when the suspension is left undisturbed, the suspended particles settle down and water only remains at the top. That time scattering of light will not take place. Permanent scattering of light will take place in colloidal solution. Understood? This is a Tyndall effect. This effect was discovered by scientist by name Tyndall. Understood? This is Tyndall effect. The scattering of light by the colloidal solution is called Tyndall effect. Understood? So when a beam of light falls on the colloidal solution, the light rays get scattered. This is called Tyndall effect. So definition I have written, sit down. Scattering of light by the colloidal solution is called Tyndall effect. Understood?